And what is going on? Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. I am your host, Crypto Bro, and I am fucking fired up today. I am fired up. Welcome back to another edition of the daily live stream. How the hell is everybody? I hope you're happy, healthy, and safe. I hope everything is going well for everybody in the channel today. We have plenty to talk about. Most definitely we have plenty to talk about. If I can just get rid of this shit so I can change the VOD. Come on. Go away, please. Thank you. I hope everybody's doing good today. I am extremely excited to be back at it again. Another stream, another draw of breath for the day, another day alive, another day being healthy, another day being happy. I hope everyone is feeling the same way as I am today. I am absolutely ruthless and fucking fired up. Couple of things again to talk about here on the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. If you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. And we got plenty of requests today. We got one traditional request and we got 3 cryptocurrency requests today. Albeit the traditional market is doing something a little bit different. Oh, come on, my chair's getting tangled with my carpet. Traditional market's doing something a little out of expectations, but again, that's just from a personal biased perspective, you guys. While I always think something's gonna happen, or I always have more confidence, and my bias is pushing price action one way versus the other. At the end of the day, whatever the chart prints, whatever the chart tells me is the way, ultimately ends up being what leads me to make a legitimate decision. I do not let my bias and my personal opinion of what I think is going to happen in the markets get in my way of making sound, solid, technical decisions on any positions that I decide to take. Please remember that, ladies and gentlemen. While your personal opinion may be valid to you, your personal opinion doesn't fucking matter. Please hear me when I say Bro. Did I really just go fucking 4 minutes? I just went 4 minutes and didn't turn my mic on. Holy shit. Turn it up, 5517 in the house, letting a brother know that I am absolutely fucking tripping tonight. I guess dude, I'm fired up tonight. I'm so fucking sorry, you guys. I experienced technical difficulties. I went to launch my stream. You may have seen it, but I went to launch my stream and my computer froze. So I had to shut it down. I had to reboot, get the stream back up again. And now I just go 4 minutes without any sound. And basically what I was just saying is juicy information. I am so sorry. So I guess I'm going to have to start over. Welcome. God, I feel so stupid. Welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel, everybody. I am your host, Crypto Bro, and after that technical fuck up, we will start again. We will start over. I took the loss I observed. Thank you for letting me know that I didn't have any sound. My mic was not turned on. I am so fucking sorry. You guys were just sitting there for 4 minutes in dead silence. I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and well. I was explaining to you guys the difference between a successful trader and an excited trader. 95% of traders prefer bad trading over the latter of being a good trader. Bad trading is exciting. Good trading is boring but profitable. And I was explaining to you guys that at this point in my trading career, I happen to consider myself a consistently profitable trader, which is phenomenally exciting for me. It is a boost of confidence. Again, this is no stroke of an ego. We all, anybody that looks into becoming a successful trader over time, right? A consistently profitable trader at one point in their lives stops and realizes, hey, I'm actually consistently profitable. I am taking more profits than I am losses, and my losses are extremely minimal. I am at that point right now. I've been consistently profitable for the last 7 months. I'm getting ready to take much bigger risk by depositing more of my savings accounts into my trading accounts and starting to play with bigger numbers. At the end of the day, guys, I tried to mention yesterday, if you're feeling, if you're feeling the pressure, if you're feeling that weight, if you're feeling like you're getting ready to give up, stop and observe, right? The market is trying to teach you how to trade it successfully. The market is literally trying to teach you, right? If you take a loss, stop and observe, learn from your mistakes, make changes to your game plan and stick with the plan, then become consistently profitable over time, right? But at the end of the day, I'm at that point in my career right now where I'm so confident, I'm so motivated, I am so I'm so absorbed in my confidence that I wanted to come on the stream today and basically give you guys that heads up. I am considering myself a consistently profitable trader, even though I work a full-time job, even though I work long hours. I work during the the afternoon, right? While the sun is out, I'm at work. And to have that kind of weight on my shoulders, maintain a household, pay the bills, save money, yada yada yada. At the same time, I come home, do the streams, and realize, man, I'm legitimately consistently profitable. I've been consistently profitable for the past 7 months. And again, consistently profitable meaning I have taken almost 0 fucking losses, which is phenomenal. This is the goal, ladies and gentlemen. This is the goal, to reach that point of confidence and say, hey, I'm ready to take a bigger risk. I'm ready to start making profits. I'm ready to start trying to pay my bills with the profits from the markets. And that's kind of where I'm at right now. So hopefully this is a little bit of a motivation for everybody out there struggling in the market, struggling to make ends meet with the stock market or cryptocurrency market. Hey, at some point you have to pull back and you have to realize, man, maybe I need to simplify. The moment I simplified is the moment that my trading career took a change for the better. And that's at the end of the day, that is my ultimate goal, is to keep trading as simple as possible for everybody, so that everybody can see a little bit more of a simplistic way to make trading work for them. You don't need all these fancy indicators. You don't need to, you don't need to look at all these, market derivatives and all this crazy fancy bullshit. All you need to do is learn technical analysis, simplify your strategy, and move on from there. But I think I've been blabbing for quite some time now. 10 minutes. Again, I do apologize for the sound. I hope anybody watching kind of forgives me for that. It's the first mistake that I've had. That's the first time I forgot to turn my microphone on. I guess I was just too fired up. But we're going to hop into this market right now and get some shit popping. Nasdaq, again, doing something that, again, wasn't expected. And remember, when I tell you guys, my opinion doesn't matter. My perspective doesn't matter. My bias, my personal opinion, my personal bias, none of that matters. At the end of the day, what the chart tells me is what's going to dictate my decisions. I do not let my bias get in the way. I do not let my personal feelings get in the way. I do not let any of that cloud my judgment in making a good decision in the market here. And look at this. Plan for everything and expect nothing. Again, while my personal bias was, hey, we did just get a confirmation below the 21 exponential here. My personal bias was, hey, I'm looking for the next target to the downside. Guess what? Boom. Wrong. Wrong again. Hits the bottom side of the range. Boom. Confirms a higher low in confluence with the prior low at $15,700. Boom. Breaks back above the 21 exponential. Forces that bad bitch back to a positive slope here. And now we're looking at potential continuation to potentially new all-time highs here. Again, we are looking at the main resistance here at 16,430. If we see an open and closure above that region, I am going to look for continuation towards that 2.272 Fibonacci extension target, somewhere around the $17,300 region, right? Man, again, expectations, while I do have them, right? I do, we're human. You got to remember, we are people. We are human at the end of the day, right? You got to remember, you're going to have personal biases. You're going to have personal opinions. You're going to have personal feelings, but you cannot rely on those personal feelings to make decisions on a trade. You have to utilize the plan for your strategy. And right here, we got confirmation, and if you took a position on this confirmation here, it is likely that you took a loss today. I do believe you probably took a loss. Let me do a measured move here. From entry. No, yeah, I mean, maybe in the traditional stock market you'll adjust your risk. So maybe you could do like 1%. For the simple fact that this whole candlestick here that closed above the 21, how much percent was that? Yeah, 2%. The stock market moves much slower than the cryptocurrency markets. I mean, you could see a full-blown, 20% move, 15% move, 10% move in a single day, in a single trading day, where that usually doesn't occur in the traditional stock market. I do apologize. I had to take a sip of water here. But again, back above the 21. Let's see what momentum oscillators are telling us. A low basing off the 50 read here, crossing back above the exponential. Although I do consider this a little bit weaker, right? This isn't a really big flash of momentum. Price action still dictates my decisions here, and we do see, again, maintaining structure above the 50 read and above the exponential right now. So Nasdaq, at the end of the day, I am looking for continuation towards a resistance here at 16,425. We have the conditions to the upside if that confirms. Now, just because we broke above and closed the candle above the 21 does not fucking mean that this is confirmed. We could easily see a pull into that resistance today and a full-blown rejection back below the 21 exponential, basically negating the potential for it to act as tentative support, right? It would remain resistance. For now, that doesn't look likely. Stochastics back into the bullish control zone with a fresh cross after that candle closure above the 21, which bodes well from the bullish perspective, in my opinion. So unless we revert back down below the 21 exponential here, I am looking for continuation. However, with a crash below the 21 exponential, I'll look for price action to revert all the way back to the downside of the range here towards $15,700. But ultimately, my overall target with any closures below the 21 is going to be all the way down here at 15,003, or that macro trend line of support here. It's a Fed pump. I heard that the Fed meeting was happening. I tend to not pay attention to stuff like that unless it pops up in the the Blackfire technical analysis group chat. Again, at the end of the day, I take signals on the charts. it could be a result, right? It could be a result. You could be absolutely correct. It's a result of the Fed meeting here. Maybe something got approved or got denied or something, right? I don't know. I can't tell you. I really don't pay attention to that type of stuff. The only thing I truly pay attention to, the thing that I truly put all of my time and effort into, is charts. But I am starting to realize that a lot of that shit matters. It really does, right? While I don't pay attention to it, I do have a couple of members in the group that do pay attention to it, and they give me that information, like, hey, there's a federal meeting, interest rates this and this and this and this and that. It could affect the market, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, okay, I can see how that reflects in the stock market in the price action chart, right? So I kind of have people on the side, paying attention to news and articles and fundamentals for me, so that I don't have to. I am truly blessed. I do want to shout out Corey. I'm not going to mention his last name, but I will mention his first name. I'm going to give a shout out to Corey because that dude, he's finding news, he's finding articles, he's finding relevant information that does apply to the market, and he's posting it in the Blackfire Technical Analysis Facebook group, and he's also doing it in the Facebook group chat as well. I do shout out him for really putting in the effort, for really helping, helping the channel and all that stuff. So big thank you to you, my good sir. Keep it up. Another comment, I was watching it and it pumped within a minute. Seems sus. News was bad, though, but no immediate rate hike. Okay. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I know what pumping means. It pumped within a minute, man. Like, damn, like that's 60 seconds, and you're seeing positive price action. That's a pretty fast reaction, and it does seem suspicious. But bad news or rates, like that stuff goes. Again, I am not disparaging the relevancy of the information that you're providing. All I'm saying is that it flies over my head. I'm not the smartest dude in the world, man. I just try to focus on one thing here, and that one thing is the technical analysis charts. So, from my perspective, good news or bad, we broke the 21. And given my trading strategy, my immediate trading strategy, we break the 21. The 21 goes back to a positive slope. We're looking at a possible confirmation back above the 21 in confluence with a higher low being confirmed. Leads me to believe that continuation is the likely result, but that's why I plan for the downside. That's why that negation point here is the 21, 16,150 here. Any candle closure below there today, tomorrow, whenever, that will negate the sentiment of bullish momentum to the upside. Momentum oscillators, except for RSI, look decent enough. RSI does look decent. It's just, right? It's a fresh cross, right? I'm waiting for confirmation on this one, but if we do get confirmation, I am very, very, very confident that we likely see new all-time highs here again, going towards that one spot 272 Fibonacci extension target right around $17,300, and until proven otherwise. That's kind of my sentiment on the subject here. Price action rules the world. The 21 is my main trading strategy. And again, this is an instance where that 21 strategy didn't play out. We did get a fresh break below and then a confirmation below, but guess what? We didn't see a very negative slope, so it was detectable. I think I failed to mention that in yesterday's stream, that the simple fact that it was detectable, that, hey, this may be a little bit of a fake move, and guess what? It played out. It hit support, bounced back up. Major reaction on support. Boom, back above the 21. So until proven otherwise, to be quite honest with you guys, I am looking for continuation to new all-time highs, especially if we break resistance. SPY futures, if I can get this to load. Already on new all-time highs here. This one reacting. We got that candle closure below the 21, but guess what? We never confirmed. Give me 1 second. We never confirmed below the 21. We never confirmed below the 21. We never confirmed below the 21. So here we go. Stochastics here, back into the bullish critical zone. Now, the potential for bearish divergence on any closure on new all-time highs is definitely possible. That topic of conversation, in my opinion, is relevant. Bearish divergence is relevant, although it's not confirmed just yet. Looking at new all-time highs as a possibility, while stochastics just now breaches the bullish critical zone here, it's a little concerning for the perspective of potential bearish divergence here, right? And same thing with RSI here, except this one actually has a chance to negate bearish divergence, but again, it's all about perspective. If I see bearish divergence on either one, I'm going to call bearish divergence, especially if it plays out. But for now, what I'm looking at right now is a technical breach, a active breach of the all-time high resistance, 40,700, right? I want to make sure that's completely lined up. Yeah, 40,700 is the current all-time high resistance. Something like 47.13, give or take a few bucks. I just call it $4,700. But we see price action currently above resistance. This is that critical point here. This is that critical indication here that will lead me to believe new all-time highs are likely. And again, same higher low structure, and this one never confirmed the 21 as tentative resistance, right? Just because you see an initial break doesn't mean shit. Again, I'm being blunt with everybody, and this is my, my perspective here, but my perspective is more conservative, and I do believe conservatives win more than aggressive players, and we do see a conservative or an aggressive break, right? Anybody trading the 21 would be like, it's a break, we're going to trade it, it's going down. Wrong. Per classical technical analysis theory, we wait for confirmation first. We did not get confirmation, ladies and gentlemen. We actually got confirmation of support. Just because it breaks does not confirm it is resistance. We saw a nice little bounce back up, touches the all-time high resistance, confirms the 21 as tentative support remaining. The 21 still remains in a positive slope formation. Boom. Now we're looking at potential new all-time highs. Any closure above this resistance will confirm new all-time highs. I will look for a secondary candle closure above the breakout point before looking for an extension towards the 1.272 Fibonacci extension at $4,800. Give or take a few bucks. It could be 4,800, it could be 4,822, it could be 4,830. In that general ballpark would be the next trajected target here, in my opinion, for this price action. Price action looks good. And again, we always have to remember the macro perspective. We are not at threat to change behavior on the macro perspective just yet. Excuse me as I stumble my words and shit. But for now, man, I mean, things look wrapped up. I wonder what the 4-hour time frame looks like. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Like, boom. Like, just kidding. We're gonna go continuing to the upside. Yeah, shorter term time frames, medium term time frames, higher term time frames all look bullish. I'm still bullish until proven otherwise on the general market as a whole. Dixie, I wonder what it's doing. Rejected. Still rejecting that resistance, man. But again, look at the pressure that we're putting on it. First, maybe the second wick above resistance. Again, rising candle formation, rising wick formation, touching that resistance. The more times that resistance or support is tested, the weaker it inherently becomes here. So my sentiment remains the same on the US dollar index until proven otherwise. I'm only looking at two continuation points here. The first continuation point is the 21 exponential. Any closure below the 21 exponential, and I will look for a pullback towards 95.53. But ultimately, my overall target will become that diagonal trend line of support. Again, from the macro perspective, ladies and gentlemen, we have it here. We have macro lows on this diagonal trend line of support, and until that diagonal trend line of support breaks to the downside, I'm going to consider that diagonal trend line valid, right? So a closure below the 21 leads me to believe maybe we are looking for a structural higher low before continuing to those new highs, albeit it is potential that we see new highs sooner rather than later. The 21 still plays perspective here. As long as price action remains above the 21 exponential, I am going to be looking for this resistance to break continuously. Any candle closure above 96.55 here, and I'm extending my targets to the upside a whole dollar towards 97.70. That would be the next tested target to the upside. Stochastics back into the bullish control zone once again. That's a critical signal in my opinion. While RSI continues to do this chop bullshit, but guess what? We drew a long-term diagonal trend line here on the formation as a whole. If we break the 21, it wouldn't be out of the question to see a test of that 50 read again. Which would be in line, in my opinion, with a back test of that diagonal trend line. So the macro as a whole, still good in my perspective, but the short and medium term time frames, continuously, continuing to reject. It kind of goes both ways when you look at that sentiment, right? The more times a resistance is tested, the weaker it inherently becomes. But at the same time, in my opinion, the stronger it becomes. I've seen plays where it just tests. You get like 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 15 stabs at a resistance, and it ultimately fails, right? You got your 1, 2, 3 stab rule for a resistance. The more times it stabs the resistance, the weaker it inherently becomes, and then the probability of the resistance breaking to the upside becomes more apparent. But at the same time, I've noticed at the same time that if it just gets tested, right? 1 test, 2 test, 3 test, 4 test, 5 tests, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get all of these tests. I think it also works the other way. The more times a resistance acts as resistance, the stronger it likely becomes. It's kind of like a paradox, right? So at the end of the day, I'm looking for 2 triggering points. I'm looking for that resistance to break, or I'm looking for the 21 to break. Those will dictate the decision making here from a trading perspective, either to the upside or to the downside, in my opinion. But until then, I'm looking for this choppy sideways consolidation period to continue until at least the 21 breaks or the current resistance breaks to the upside. So that's going to do it for Dixie. Everyone wants to hear the Hall of Fame. Nice little reaction today. We did continue to new lows, but right before closure here, boom, right back to the upside. But guess what? Still utilizing the $1.80 region as tentative resistance. Again, the main disposition remains until proven otherwise. That proof otherwise, again, not from a bullish perspective, ladies and gentlemen, not from a bullish perspective, but a little bit of a pump, like a little bit of a relief perspective here. I would look for relief, a little bit of a relief rally back to the 21 exponential with any candle closure above $1.81. However, the fact remains, as long as we remain below this current resistance, I am still targeting that $1.46 region all the way down, basically towards the beginning of price action history for this one. So, stochastics curling even further down, rejecting the top side of the bearish control zone. That's never a good sign, at least from a bullish perspective. RSI back below the 50 read, or not the 50 read, back below the exponential, and the exponential has curved to negative fashion. Still not a good thing. Yeah, we are curling up, but until proven otherwise, you guys, my target is the $1.46 region here. Now, if we do close above resistance, I will have no choice but to target the next region up about $1.95, maybe even the 21, maybe about $2 could be a potential move to the upside. But again, as I've mentioned before, and again, not to toot my own horn, but I've mentioned this time in and time out, time after time after time. As long as we remain below the 21 exponential, especially in this much of a cataclysmic downtrend, this big, huge bear market for the Hall of Fame Village, anytime we come towards that 21 or come towards the prior high, I'm going to be looking for rejection. Until I get a change of behavior above current resistance, the change of behavior resistance at $2.18, I am fully convinced that this one's going to deplete forever and continue, diving down further into the crypto abyss. I almost said crypto abyss, a stock market abyss. So momentum oscillators don't look healthy. Stochastics, RSI don't look healthy. Price action does not look healthy. 21 exponential has a vastly negative slope here, and we are continuing to utilize current resistance as resistance. I'm going to be looking for that $1.46 target at some point in time. What's next? Bitcoin, the big mamba, the big one that I've been very focused on here. Again, this is my main trading asset. I trade more Bitcoin than I trade anything else. It is so vastly exciting, and the 21 exponential on this asset works fucking phenomenally. You think I'm bullshitting? Oh, you think I'm bullshitting? Oh, no! You want me to prove it to you? Okay, I'll prove it to you. Let's look at all the 21 exponential plays here. All right, we got one right here. We got one right here. Entry right here. Boom. Exit right here. Oh, my God, 35%. Who wouldn't want to make 35%? Oh, boy, another one. Oh, 40%. Oh, we got another one. Oh my God, we got another one. What's that? Another 35%? Oh my God, that is consecutive trades made. If you think I'm bullshitting you, I've traded all of this. Oh my God. This here is profitable, again, depending on your trading strategy, but on my trading strategy, it was fully profitable because I was looking for a structural higher low in this region here. I was also looking for a change of behavior and a bearish market to confirm in this region here, but that did not happen. Plan for everything and expect nothing. And then boom, you got 14% if you take profit, and then you got an entry here. No, you can't say it's so. 28%. I just showed you fucking 6 consecutive trades that you can take on Bitcoin using the 21 daily exponential moving average strategy here. Oh, and look at this. Wouldn't you fucking believe it? You can't make this shit up, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. Right down to 22%. 21 is really fresh. It's really fresh here on Bitcoin's price action chart. So let's take a look here. What do we see? Right, again, that consolidation low, while it's not in the blue box territory, the projected target here for a macro higher low, it still is possible to see a macro higher low formulate out of this price action chart. We have that critical point at 46,500. If any candle closure closes below that point here, I will look for extension to the next support at 44,730 and likely much lower because there's not much left in between this region here and the change of behavior point from a macro perspective at 40,007, right? But as long as we remain above this support, the potential for a macro higher low is still relevant in my opinion. Any candle closure back into the blue box territory with confirmation, I will look for the 21 next. I will look for 51.5. Any secondary candle closure that confirms above the 21, I will enter a full-blown long position and I will start setting up take profit levels. But at the same time, if we do confirm back above the 21, we likely have our structural higher low, and I would have no reason to argue against new all-time highs for Bitcoin, right? But obviously the first target, if confirmed above the 21, would be 53,000. Give or take a few bucks, that would be the first target. It would be the first relevant target. That would be my first take profit target upon confirmation above the 21. Stochastics here, curling back to the upside after confirming supports on the bearish control zone. Although it's not a full confirmed touch, close enough is close enough. It has confirmed a fresh cross up. The exponential is back to a positive slope. I like it. RSI, though, still looks a little choppy in my opinion. Exponential is flatlined. We did just get a confirmed break above, but again, we've seen that just recently confirm a break above and then immediately reject, so that sentiment is still valid. At the end of the day, it's a range until it's proven otherwise. The top side of the range is 50,000, bottom side of the range is 46.5. Until one of those regions breaks, I'm going to be looking for consolidation to continue playing out, but guess what? I have a plan for either signal. I have a plan for both signals. Not only do I have a plan for entry, but I have a plan for risk management to keep my risk management tight, and I also have a plan to basically immediately take profit as soon as possible. So that's kind of how I'm looking at Bitcoin right now. We're going to go ahead and move on. It is time for requests. Anybody that's watching, if you guys got any requests for the stream tonight, just drop them in the comments and I will take care of them. The first one is Aapl. Aapl. Back to Aapl. Okay, higher low. I am going to be looking for continuation as a result here. I did say it was possible to see a full retracement back to 167. It does seem like that did not play out. We formulated a new tentative support right here at 174 and a nice reaction as a result. Now, Stochastics doesn't really paint a decent picture. A little bit of bearish divergence potentially in formation here. Let's confirm that, right? First point. Second, maybe it's played out. Maybe it's played out. It will convince me that it's played out if we confirm new all-time highs above current resistance at 181, right? Any candle closure above 181, I will look for extension to the 2.414. I think that's wrong. I believe that that's wrong. Hold on. Let me get my fibs out here. Let me do a readjustment. Let me look at the weekly here. Where's the macro low? The last macro low. Really? 138? 138? 139? Where does that line up? Can it be? Can it really be? I just had to readjust it. See, there it is. We got our fibs up. All right, cool. sometimes I gotta pause and I gotta really like reconsider what the fuck I'm doing. Again, while trading is extremely difficult, I try to simplify it as much as possible, not only for myself, but for anybody watching here. I'm getting a little bit of a crusty mouth right now. Yeah, I mean, any closures above current all-time high resistance at 181.43 with confirmation, I will look for extension to the next Fibonacci extension at the one spot 272, right around $192 here. We do have a higher low, and momentum is still in the bullish critical zone, at least from a stochastic perspective, and the RSI has confirmed the exponential as support once again. I would be looking for targets to continue to move price action forward. Now, I do have to mention the possibility of bearish divergence is present. If we see a lower high confirm on RSI while we achieve new all-time highs, we likely see bearish divergence play out. And again, while it's not relevant here, obviously the first target, if we achieve a bearish divergence on new all-time highs, would be back at the breakout point at 181, but that's kind of hypothetical and theoretical at this point in time. And not to mention here, the 21 exponential is extremely girthy here. Very, 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 very powerful. Macro, short-term, medium-term time frames all look good for continuation, in my opinion. I will be looking for continuation until proven otherwise, and the only proof otherwise would be a full closure below the current low at 174 spot 25, at which point I would be convinced of a general pullback towards the yellow 21 exponential at 167 spot 50. And until that happens, until that condition is met, I am not bearish at all. I'm not even short-term time frame bearish for Aapl. Aapl looks decent. AVAX USD, AVAX USD. We got three more, and then we are out of here, ladies and gentlemen. AVAX, boom. Structural low confirmed. In my opinion, a structural higher low has been confirmed. I'm going to be looking for continuation towards like 120 bucks. Now, again, we do have a warning shot on AVAX, right? We did get the first break. The 21 exponential is back to a positive slope. I will be convinced more so of that target being met if we get this candle today and today only to close above the 21 to confirm. But look at this, real momentum here. Look at the reaction on stochastics for just 1 day price action. Boom! Boom! Motherfucking up to the upside here. RSI reacting in a similar fashion, confirming new highs, forcing the exponential back to a positive slope, and seeing a fresh confirmed break of the 50 read. Warning shots have been fired. Warning shots have been fired. Warning shots have been fired. Now we wait for confirmation. From a conservative standpoint, if I see today's candle closure close anywhere above the 21, my next immediate target is going to be 120 bucks. Easily 120 bucks here. And obviously likely higher, right? Likely higher, especially if we confirm new highs and see bullish uptrend continuation. And this is a great signal. This is a great signal that puts a lot of juice and a lot of confidence for the continuation perspective here. AVAX looking good until proven otherwise. And again, the only proof otherwise would be a fullback closure below the 21. Below 95 spot 70 here convinces me that this is just a little bit of a trap. We likely confirm a lower high and see continuation all the way back down to 77 spot 30 or the current lows here. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's 78. Yeah, 78. A little bit better of a target here. I don't know why my horizontals are all fucked up on this one right now, but AVAX looking good for continuation, man. I do like this one. This looks like a juicy structure right now, and until proven otherwise, man, I'm fucking bullish on AVAX. Look at AVAX doing its own goddamn thing. It doesn't care about Bitcoin. That's beautiful. Matic, USD. It's kind of the same thing. Here. Back above the 21. Kind of what Nasdaq did here. Confirmed a closure. Confirmed a break of the 21. Confirmed a trade below the 21. Just kidding. Fuck you. Got stomped. Now currently testing current resistance. Now I would be confident with a secondary candle closure above the 21 exponential. I will be looking for the next resistance, which is, I think, the all-time high resistance at $2.43. We do see stochastics trying ever so hard to revert back to the upside and confirm some kind of support on the 50 read here. Stochastics though, RSI though, the only laggards of confidence decreasing, right? We are seeing RSI, obviously confirm on the long-term diagonal uptrend structure here, hitting exponential, currently rejecting, right? So that's kind of the only ladder that I have to consider here for this momentum. It could be false momentum, and I would be convinced of that if we saw an immediate candle closure today below the 21 exponential, at which point I would revert my original thesis and open up targets potentially down to $1.64, and then I'd come back and reconfigure my analysis. However, any candle closure above current resistance, I will be looking for moves to the current all-time high resistance at 243 and likely further towards the one spot 272 at like $2.90. Waiting for confirmation. A couple of these assets here today are waiting for confirmation. Let's go ahead and move on to the last one for the night. Cake USD. Boom. Again, while I'm not bullish on this, I am by no stretch of the imagination bullish on this. We did confirm a closure above the 21 here, but it's not a confirmation signal, right? We confirmed a break of the 21. Now looking to potentially negate that. If we get a high here, and I would be confident that we would get a high with any closure below $12.50 here, we likely confirm that as a lower high, and the next target becomes to the downside at $10.62, maybe $10.70, give or take a few cents here. No target is exact, and look, we see false momentum here, false momentum in stochastics. You see how much stochastics has come up while price action just gets destructively deviated to the downside. I do not buy this as true momentum here. Same thing with RSI, although we are confirming new highs on RSI, which is a show of potential momentum here. It doesn't really prove anything to me if we confirm a lower high on price action structure. Again, if we do confirm a lower high, I am going to be looking for targets much lower than $10.70. I would actually be targeting like $9.30 to the downside, just for the simple fact that we are in a bearish downtrend right now, and we have been since the blow off all-time high top. Boom, we'll highlight it, right? Highlight it. One, boom, and then lower lows, and then boom, lower high, and then boom, lower lows. So we do have a bearish downtrend to be in consideration of. We are nowhere near talking about a full-on legitimate bullish change of behavior. We've actually already long done confirmed a bearish change of behavior and entered a daily bear market, in my opinion, and until proven otherwise, any kind of pumps to the upside I will be looking at with bearish goggles. Now again, that's not to mention that a potential trade above the 21 isn't possible. We'll go ahead and talk about that. Yes, if we do get a candle closure today, again, today, only today, above the 21 exponential, that will convince me of a little bit of a move to the upside towards the next resistance at $14.72. But from from a micro perspective, yeah, this is a change of behavior point at $14.80, and if we do close above there, we will have a short-term time frame change of behavior. But from a macro perspective, if we're looking for this asset to go long-term bullish, the only point that will confirm that is candle closures above the last structural lower high at $26.60, and until we see closures above that region here, I am by no stretch of the imagination long-term bullish on this asset. Again, we have this huge formation, we have this huge boom to the upside. This boom is irrelevant. This movement from the structural perspective here, this price action here leading up to the blow off top is absolutely, completely, emphatically irrelevant to the technical standpoint of this chart here. So right now, the only structure that matters, in my opinion, is the structure that we're looking at right here. We have our conditions to the upside. We have our conditions to the downside. I think that's going to do it for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping through. If you're new to the channel, you already know what it is. If you like the content, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. There are going to be years of content available for you in the future. Again, I do not have any plans to stop this anytime soon. This is part of my career. So again, if you want to support the channel, if you like what you see, if you want to debate technical analysis, if you want to study together, you want to join the technical analysis group chat, you want a part of this community, come on in, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell, and don't forget the Facebook community is the same title as the YouTube channel, Blackfire Technical Analysis on YouTube. The picture is literally of Blackfire with a red background. If you find it, you want to be a part of the community, come on through. The support is vastly appreciated. I am always open to learn from others, study with others, debate with others, and grow and profit with others. So please remember that this channel is 100% free and open to everybody that wants to be a part of it. By no stretch of the imagination am I a absolute full-blown professional trader yet. I am still learning my way. Although I did declare my status as a consistently profitable day trader, I am not a millionaire just yet, although that is the next goal. So come on through, come join the party, come join the community. You are absolutely welcome. No biases here against anybody that wants to join the channel, and yeah, much peace, much love, you guys, and that's gonna do it. I think that's gonna wrap it up, everybody. And you already know what it is every single day, ladies and gentlemen. Stay safe.